Hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel. Mr. Bad May here with another truck showcase for you all. And this one is sort of special. It's the truck that made me want to do this entire showcase to begin with. I've been playing the game for a while now, and so I have a lot more familiarity with how things function in ATS. So the truck right now, to me at least, is not as bad as it was when I first started. It wasn't as big of a shock, but I guess it kind of comes with expectations. And without further ado, this truck is the International 9900i, or I-9900, if you will. You cannot get this truck in the used market or in the new market. This is a used market truck only. That being said, it kind of goes into the reason I'm doing the whole showcase. You don't know anything about this truck before you purchase it. You can't look at the specs. You can't look at what engines, transmissions it has. You can't even look at what the interior looks like or what the dash looks like. So today we're going to run through all of that. In typical fashion, I'm going to jump into the store. I'm going to show you guys the breakdown of the various different engines, transmissions. I'm going to get into the vehicle and show you guys what the dash looks like. Does it have any kind of cruise control indicators? If so, where are they at? What do they look like? Does it have digital speed? How easy is the speed readout from the driver's seat? How's the view out of the left and right hand side windows? Are they obstructed? And then just how does the truck sound? How's the jake brake sound? How does it maneuver? All of those details I'm going to jump into here. So if you're looking for a quick review of this truck and debating if you should buy it or not, this should help you. Now, with that said, let's jump into it. Yep. So how does she look? So first off, you're going to have a few engine choices here. You really only have one if you want the most torque. And that is the Cummins ISX 15600. It's a 2779 newton meter torque engine. So really good. The highest torque in the game. 600 horsepower is respectable. So speed wise, this truck's going to do all right. Transmission. You have here the 18 speed Eaton Ultra Shift with a retarder built in. So again, very good transmission, probably one of the best in the game. As far as stats go, the truck's not half bad, especially for an older vehicle like she is. Heavy cargo is maxed out. Maneuverability is about half. I'd say this is probably on par with something like the W900 Kenworth. Matter of fact, uneven terrain might even be a little bit higher on this truck than the Kenworth. I'd have to go back and double check. That being said, this next part is where it's either going to be amazing for you, or this next part is where you're going to hate this truck. So let me jump out, get into the vehicle, and show you guys what we're working with on the inside. There we go. It does have a very nice paint job. This is just their flames, and it's kind of like a three-tone flame. This is probably one of the best done flames in the game. Quite impressed with the paint job here. That said, close your eyes, I guess, because we're going inside. So this is what we've got, guys. There's not a digital gauge in here. We can change the mileage screen here a little bit. It'll tell you how many miles I got on the truck, how many total, what your mile per gallon is, what's the total on the truck. Yeah, not a whole lot to see there. So as you can imagine, you want to see how fast you're going, you're going to be looking here at this gauge. You want to see what your cruise is currently set at, you're going to use this gauge right here, because you're going to have to remember what your cruise is. There's no indicator. And that's just the way she goes. So normally I talk about distance to empty. It's obvious no here. So that's pretty much all there is to be said about the dash in this truck. Looking out the right side, these mirrors sadly are kind of on par with the Mac. They're right where you would want to look if a car was coming. So visibility is not great out of the left or right side. You're kind of going to have to guess if you're going to get hit or not when you're pulling out. With all that said, I mean, I do respect the truck. If you're into older vehicles and you don't like the digital stuff, this is the truck for you. It has all the power you need in pulling, so we could definitely get the work done. It's got a little cab back here. There is a bigger sleeper. You can get the bigger sleeper is a little table that they add back there. Overall, I think she is a pretty solid truck. It is the only truck in ATS, currently at least, that is full analog. So if you like analog vehicles, this is the one for you. If you don't like analog vehicles, stay away. If you're a collector like myself, buy one, give it to your employee, leave it at that. But with all that said, let's jump on the road real quick and let's just hear how she sounds. Again, it is running a Cummins engine. Does sound pretty nice. And like right now I'm on cruise control and I'm gonna take a look around, make sure I didn't mislead anybody. There's no cruise control in here. To be honest with you, I'd be surprised if this truck even had cruise control IRL. So we will hit the Jake brake here. That is that Cummins Jake brake. With the addition of these big giant stacks you're seeing, I do like the exhaust on this truck. Very nice. I'm just going to do that one more time for you all. Around the corner here, get her up to speed. Let the Jake brake do its work. Alright, we're at 50. That is the International 9900, guys. We come up here to our little school bus and do a 360, or a few of them, see how it turns. Come up to a stop. And round and round we go. Full turn. She can turn pretty well. This is with a medium config. It is set up for long hauling, so I've got 300-gallon gas tanks on here. Yeah, so there she is, guys. I must say, she looks pretty nice, especially from the outside. I might give her a shot on some jobs later, just to break her in. She's a used truck, but she's a new truck to me. For now, I'm going to give her off to the employees and let them pit her through her paces, but I might do some jobs on stream or something at some point. So if you want to see that, make sure you stop by one of my lives and say what's up. So anyway, guys, I really do appreciate you. I hope this has been helpful, insightful. Again, this is the only truck in all of ATS with no cruise control indicator and no speed indicator. Well, no cruise control indicator. There's several with no speed, sorry. But yeah, do like, subscribe, drop a comment, let me know what you think, and I will catch you all in the next one. Take care.